Hello, people of the internet, morning, afternoon, good evening, and happy Wednesday to you all. Hopefully your week is going brilliantly, or if you're watching this at any point in the week, well, of course, same goes to you. Hopefully your day is going brilliantly. Hopefully your week is going brilliantly. We continue with the Yves drop that released about, well, almost 2 hours ago today. And I've gotten in from a little site visit we had to do for our research lab. Come back, immediately sat down. We're already done listening to the title track, which was a vibe and a half, a groove and a half, shall we say. And now, of course, we have the B-sides to get to. Welcome to the album listen for Yves' debut, well, re-debut slash debut. Again, the whole kind of, the wordage is confusing when it comes to Luna releases now, but Yves' first EP as an independent solo act, the Loop EP. Of course, we have 4 songs on the album. We've listened to one already, the title track, Loop. Done a video on that. We have 3 more songs to go. DIORAMA, or DIORAMA, however you pronounce it. Afterglow and Goldfish. So, usual album listen rules will apply. Each individual song, pull it up. I'll read off the song credits, listen to the song, talk about it, rinse and repeat until we finish the album. Sounds good? Let's get into it. Here we go! Rightio! Let's get started sharpish because I have other things I need to finish for tomorrow and I'm very hungry because I haven't eaten dinner yet. So, priorities, right? Yves comes first before music, or before food. There we go. Got there eventually. Track number 1, Diorama. Again, how do you pronounce that in English? Because I don't think I've ever said it out loud in English. I've only ever said it in Japanese, and in Japanese is DIORAMA. Anyways. Lyrics by Tene, composition Iowa, and arrangement Iowa. Interesting, I don't recognize any of the producers on this album, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Open-ended right now. Where's this going to go? I'm just a dreamer, just my drama is my second. Whoa! Did somebody order a spicy vocal top line? Because we got a spicy vocal top line off of track 1. So I guess they're gonna play around with how they're mixing Yves' voice this time then. Because this is... we've already gotten like 2 differently mixed Yves voices. Oh. It's tasty. There's a lot going on. But if we're gonna connect it to Loop, the title track, the smoothness is definitely there. And the vocal layering is certainly there as well. Would this be considered R&B? I don't know enough about the genre to like know what dictates what an R&B song is like, but holy vocal runs, hello. How much more of this song is left? Oh. Another short song. I guess it is slower, so it'll feel even shorter, but... Oh, the instrumental's tasty too. Hold on. Let him cook. Okay. Riddle me this. This is a soloist release, right? Why does this have some of the most complex vocal harmonies out of like any artist that I've listened to since coming back this year? Huh? How's she done that? How has she done this? I'm tremendously impressed. Like, it's not the vocal ability, it's just the amount of vocals we're getting. And like, this isn't meant to like put down any other groups or anything like that, but genuinely, off of the first 2 tracks alone, I feel like we've gotten more harmonies than what you normally get on a mini album from like a 5-6 member girl group. There's just so much vocal layering going on. The texture is terrific. And plus the instrumental is very chill too. Very nice. And overall, I think I might prefer the engineering on Diorama over Loop, because for me, like, I love Yves' voice, and this felt a little bit more natural than Loop was. Loop definitely felt a little bit more digitized. And I guess it fits more with the theme of the song as well, or the sonical theme of the song, so if you will. Because Loop was definitely more of a digital song. Diorama is definitely more... I mean, it's a lot of synth work, but it's still very much more natural sounding. Like, it doesn't feel digital, if that makes sense. So, I mean, stylistically, it checks out. But it's just... oh. It's the richness, but the smoothness of it. I can't articulate just how tasteful the combo of those two things are. I'm trying to think of a good food analogy, but I can't think of one. It's like, the best thing I can think of is you get like a cheesecake or a really nice mousse where the filling just isn't, it's like a block you put in your mouth, it's just like velvety smooth. That is what the first 2 songs on this album are for me right now. But of course, we gotta keep it moving. Track number 3, because track number 2 was the title track. Track number 3, Afterglow. Lyrics, composition, and arrangement all by Milik, who was also on Loop. So I wonder if it's gonna be more digital sounding. The number you have dialed is not in service.
I don't wanna go back, but I can let me see your love. Forget what I just said. Didn't mean nothing. 'Cause I love this.
Hold on a second. I wanna know where this guitar goes into. Also, the low Yves vocals. Hello.
Time seems to move fast. Silence below.
Let her cook. Let her cook, please. Chef it up one time.
Let me just fade away. I'm fading.
Woo!
Away. Sorry just for me. Sorry just for me. Don't waste it.
I'm such a sucker for a good rock sound.
Sorry just for me.
It was Espa's Live My Life yesterday. It's Yves' Afterglow today. Oh, I want my guitar. Oh. This, I can see the YouTube guitarists out there who like cover a whole bunch of stuff or like make their own arrangement of certain songs. I can see them going crazy over this song because the potential is there. It's this contrast from the verse and the chorus. It's so nice and soft here. You get like the little guitar wails and stuff too, which is super pretty. The guitars kind of like twinkle. Ramp it up, ramp it up, ramp it up. Cut it away. full power. You can hear there's a little bit of a like a lead guitar part in the background. It's just really far back in the mix. If they didn't have Yves with the kind of ad-libs here, that guitar would have been right in front providing the melody. Oh, Yves, please give us a song with a bridge. Please give us a song with a bridge. I beg of you. Oh. But yeah. I am going to be on the lookout for people covering this on the guitar, because what this song is, from a cover artist point of view, is the perfect foundation. That post-chorus is entirely open, right? It's got that rhythm guitar section, it's got the background band instruments going on, it's got Yves doing the ad-lib fills up top, and then it's got a very subtle like lead electric guitar that's been tucked way in the back. And what essentially is it allows you to do really anything you want. You fill it in. If it fits in the key and you want to have a solo in there, go for it. That is your time to do it. And as someone who very much enjoys playing the electric guitar, like the sound that it creates, the texture that it adds to a song, yes, this is a yes from me. And yeah, I had a train of thought and I lost it. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I am a sucker for a rock sound. It's the sound that I grew up with. I listened to like 80s hair metal growing up. So I love anything that's got even a sprinkling of rock instrumentation in it. This one is up there for B-side of the album for me. Well, considering we've only listened to two, this is B-side of the album for me. Might be even track of the album right now. I might prefer this over Loop. It's just so short. I want, you know what I want from this song? If there was a bridge and a final chorus, I would have loved to have the instrumentation in the bridge just drop way down. You get maybe just the lead electric guitar doing some like palm muted finger style stuff, a little bit lighter, that just twinkles a little bit. There's no bottom end heaviness to it. You get Yves with her kind of almost breathy, whispery low tone create this really kind of like nighttime atmosphere where it's very calm, very still. It just twinkles a little bit. And then once again you cut it off, because that transition into the chorus, every single time there's a massive cutoff in the instrumental section. Cut it off again. And then you have like a, pick slide down, big guitar hit, all the drums come in, Yves comes in on the vocals, and then, final time, because you gotta have a little outro at the end, you have like high flying Yves ad-libs underneath the standard ad-libs you get here, and just all the potential for this to have been like a near 3.5 minute, 4 minute song. Oh! Sorry, I'm passionate, damn it. Anyways, one final song. This is track number 4, Goldfish. Lyrics, composition, and arrangement all by Blah. Ending it on a ballad, I see? Could be famous last words.
애써 모른 척 하려고 해도 내 눈엔 자꾸만 아른거려 애써 아닌 척 하려고 해도.
This is definitely the most natural Yves voice we've gotten on the album, which makes sense because the instrumentation is entirely acoustic right now, but oh, not anymore. Get some electric guitars. Oh, interesting. The piano creeps in there a little bit. It's like it becomes significantly firmer once we start into the pre-chorus. Oh, very gradual growth for the chorus. Still prominent enough to know that this is the chorus, but very subtle.
눈물 닦아줄게 걱정 안 해도 돼 마음이 고요해질 때 그때 내게 말해 그저 들어줄게
There's some really cool rhythmic stuff going on. Every single part in the instrumental and the vocal line has a different rhythmic pattern.
실은 난 널 계속 보고 있었어 너가 슬피
So there'll be a lot of points throughout the song where just nothing will line up perfectly rhythmically just because everything's on a different timing. That's really cool. Because usually that would make the song really busy. It doesn't feel busy for me.
우리는 사뭇 다르지만 같은 하늘 아래 있으니까 혼자 있는 널 볼 때면 내 마음이 아파져 우리는 같이 살아가고 있잖아
Let it grow.
그저 안아줄게
Oh, they cut it. Oh, that's an interesting touch. But still, the bump up in energy for the chorus is not a lot.
걱정 안 해도 돼 마음이 고요해질 때 그때 내게 말해 그저 들어줄게 그저 안아줄게 그저 바라볼게 그래 울어도 돼 눈물 닦아줄게 걱정 안 해도 돼 마음이
Well, we have double acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, electric bass, piano.
그저 들어줄게
And then Yves on vocals. I like that. I like that as a finisher song. It's got the right energy, right approach. I mean, pop albums usually end on a ballad. I mean, I say that only happens about 8 or 9 out of 10 times we do an album here on the channel, which is, perfectly fine. I love to be proven wrong, but usually the common formula for a pop album is ballad comes last. Because, well, you don't want to kill the energy of the song or the flow of the album with a ballad in the middle. It's really difficult to pull off putting a ballad in the middle of an album. Some artists can do it. On and Off are one of them. Very recently did their album and they put a ballad smack dab in the middle of the album. Still worked fine. It's just how you kind of recover off of it. It becomes very difficult, but typically end on a ballad. This one certainly ended on a ballad, and a very pretty one at that. It's not dark and heavy in a way, but it is very calming. It's very gentle in terms of the approach. Very pretty. Slightly bright, I think. Not just the song, just describing the song, but what goes into it, like the instrumentals. The choices in the instrumental are definitely bright. Like you got the acoustic piano where you can kind of hear and feel the hammers as they strike the strings. The acoustic guitars, you can hear and feel every single strum. They're all pronounced. Interestingly, the bass is an electric bass, and it's, I think, palm muted or something along those lines, so it feels like a drone in the background, but it creates a really nice texture. One that I think is very much needed, because this song desperately needs a low end to kind of root it down to the ground, and the bass does a really good job of that. Because everything else is very treble heavy. Now, even in the mids, you have your left hand on the piano. Yves, when she kind of sits down in that low voice of hers, she really didn't do a whole lot in Goldfish, and then that electric bass. There's a lot up top, because you have like 3 guitars, a piano, and then Yves' voice up top, and then 1-and-1 split. 7 different moving parts, let's say. 5 are up top. That's a lot of treble, but it feels very balanced because of it. Because that bass is putting in work. And then natural soft Ibu vocals, I'm never going to complain about those. And it's a very, very solid way to finish the album. Hell yeah, Ibu's back. Good times, man. And I don't know what the public reception for this album is going to be, because I have no idea how really trends work in terms of like what's popular and what isn't anymore. I just never got into it. I took anthropology for a year, or studied partially anthropology for a year, and I still don't really understand how human trends work. But that's besides the point. All that matters for me as an Orbit is the fact that all 12 members of Luna are active now. It's exactly like how I felt when we started piecing together all the acts following, Eyes One's disbandment back in the day. Because Eyes One were one of my alt groups back when they were still active. And of course, each individual member went off to do their own things. Some at, at varying scheduling increments. Like, there's certainly people out there who have not had as many releases as others have. Like, Haewon has not had a whole lot of stuff in comparison to, say, the IVE members. Or, like, Yujin and Wonyoung of the IVE. Of the IVE, yes, that's correct grammar. But with Luna, like, well, of course, we're going to have Artemis coming up here soon. Enough Lucemble's already had 2 mini-albums. Choose had a solo mini-album, had a couple of projects. She's gotten a whole bunch of, like, solo gigs, and now she's dropping a second mini-album coming up here soon enough. And it's just a great time in the Luna world right now. Even though they aren't together, they are for sure as hell going to be active, and well, considering when this drops and when Doll is dropping, because Doll is end of the month, right? Oh, it's called Virtual Angel, and Doll is literally in 2 days, so promotional periods are gonna overlap. Y'all, oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it off here before I start rambling nonsensically about Lord knows what. Orbits, of course, we're going to be back in 2 days time for the Artemis album, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you are interested. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me: say let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.